How are you? Give me a second, guys.
Earning a bachelor's degree doesn't have to put your life on hold. Not only does WGU have
Sorry,
a
guys.
generous transfer policy, but you get to complete coursework whenever works best for you. Study and take tests on your lunch break, after the kids go to bed, or with your morning coffee. Learn more and get
I have no, I have no idea where that's coming from. It's coming from me. It's coming from my. I brought up my live stream, um, so I could see it on my desktop, and I got an ad. I'm earning as I earn. I have no idea what that means either. Let's see. I want to go back. I want to go up to a Facebook friend. Um, Course in Miracles with Keith. As you might have guessed, his name is Keith. And he has beautiful, beautiful posts on Facebook pertaining to, of course, Miracles, as well as, hey, Susanna. Um, like here he has a quote from Adishante. You've heard me mention Adishante before. A great modern spiritual teacher, very influential on me. Kat says, good morning. Kat, my friend, did I hear you close off your live stream with a or so? Yogi will be live in a minute or so. And then I think I heard trailing off. I'm not saying that he's always late. I'm not saying that he's always late, but he's always late. Um, Susanna, how are you? Thank you for dropping your link. Here is a link from Susanna. Says, please support. Absolutely. Our friend Sean is here. Hey, Sean. Sean, how are you? I hope you're well. I know the last time we talked, you're going through some things. I hope you're better. I hope situation is better. Adi Shanti. Here's a quote from Adi Shanti. Um, a wonderful book he wrote, Emptiness Dancing. Some might say he's a non-duality teacher. He's a former Zen student. Um, I think he's transcended that non-duality thought. Always refer back to Donovan. Yes, I'm aging myself. Donovan, the great Scottish singer-songwriter. He wrote Mellow Yellow, Sunshine Superman. Um, Jamie's saying hi to everyone. Um, he said, first there's a mountain, he sang. First there's a mountain, then no mountain, then there is. And that's the non-duality thing, is first is a world of duality. He, she, us, them, me, you, white, black. And then you get this non-dual awakening. First there's a mountain, then no mountain. When you enter in that non-dual vision, which is always present, you no longer see those divisions. It's no longer you, me. It's not even an us. It's just is. You can't even describe it. You can't even say it. Words fail us because words are part of a dualistic system. When you step into that essence of non-duality, you're beyond systems, beyond thought itself. And you're sort of floating along. And then, continuing with Donovan, then there is. First there's a mountain, then no mountain, then there is. Sooner or later, you need to embody, meaning you recognize that dual, non-dual, it's just life in its many manifestations. Going back to the Buddhist Heart Sutra. Emptiness is form, form is emptiness. You realize that, you get a lofty, non-dual vision, you live your life. Sort of in this non-dual state, and then you embody. You're back, feet firmly planted on the ground. You just no longer believe in the duality. You no longer believe solely in the material world. Anyway, Adi Shanti, you are not in the now, you are the now. We always think in terms, we'll read Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, or Be Here Now, Ram Dass. And we think, all right, I'm going to do that. I want to be in the now. You're never in. As Adi Shanti says, you are. You are the now. You are the present moment. You are the great happening of the universe right now. You are as enlightened and as awakened as you are ever going to be. And guess what? That's full throttle. You're there 100%. Hey, Hamada, how are you, my friend? Good evening and good morning. You see? Perfect. Enlightened answer. It is good morning and it is good evening at once. That's the now. All time. Thank you for that, Hamada. So anyway, Keith, what a wonderful little snippet I wanted to start with. But then we're going to talk about some other stuff. Hey, Sissy, Soul Stars is here. Says hi to Jamie. This is from Keith Kavanaugh. He has a YouTube channel too. Course in Miracles with Keith. What would you be without any story whatsoever based on an illusory past of what you are, and if you abandon all hopes for an imaginary future to bring you anything at all for any moment than this, for any one moment but this, you would be saved. This is a thing to consider. If you say something like illusory past, or that all we have is the present moment, someone wants to hold up a scar, be it physical, be it emotional, be it metaphysical. I am this because of my past. My past defines me. No, your story of the past defines you. And why would you want to be defined by a hurt, by a wound, when you could be free, beyond definition? In freedom lies all possibilities. Deepak Chopra. I did want to start with Deepak today too, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do so. Day one of the 7 spiritual laws of success is practicing spending the day in the field of infinite possibilities, which is who and what we always are. So in freedom from the past, you're that infinite, you are that field, you are the infinite field of possibilities. So much to talk about, guys. And here's what that means. Let's go to our ever-present, hey Debs, our ever-present friend, Rumi. This might be one of his all-time most popular. It's actually part of a big, longer poem, but here we're just going to read a snippet. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, which is duality, there's a field, which is who we really are. I'll meet you there. Reread that part again. I'll read the whole thing without interrupting myself. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about ideas, language. Even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. That's who we are without a story. Our story is this was wrong and this is right. You did this to me. I'll do this to you. I can't forgive because story. I'd rather be trapped. I'd rather be trapped in the belief that something happened to me and show you the scar than be free. I'd rather have my story and eat it too, so to speak. And yet Rumi says, out beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, out beyond our story, there's a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full of love to talk about ideas, language. Even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. So, A Course in Miracles offers you that infinite freedom. Yoga offers you that infinite freedom. Buddhism offers you that freedom. Pick your path. Taoism, Doesn't matter what it is. Let me dive back in the chat, guys. What is the path for you? Solso says trolls need the most love. Agreed. I didn't see what it said. Were they calling me handsome? Let's see. A troll from in the chat is here. Zar says, "Where's your hair?" It's in a box. I saved it. I had beautiful long hair, so when it fell out, I was like, I'm not going to get rid of it. It's mine. I'm going to hold on to my past. I'm going to tell the story of my hair. So I saved it in a box. I'll bring it out. I'll show it to you guys. I have no idea what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Hamada says, "How are you, friends? How are you? We're good." Solso says, "Trolls need the most love." They do. I have a single requirement from trolls. Be funny. Save your comments towards me. No attacking anyone in this live stream. If you attack someone here in the live stream, then everyone has my blessing to remove them from the chat. If they come after me, just ask them to be funny. Can you say something that I've never heard before? It's doubtful. Like, no offense to Czar, where's your hair? It's not like I don't look in the mirror and ask that question to myself every day. At one point, I had it. It was there. Why did gravity give up on me? You know, at one time, gravity cooperated with my head and held my hair in place. And then one morning, gravity just shrugged and said, we did our part. It's not fair. God says, I'm finding it difficult to allow myself to feel my feelings because, of course, Miracles lessons also run through my head. Why cry over illusion? But also the suffering emotions have wreaked havoc on my family. Excellent question. Hey, Selena, excellent question. The Course in Miracles that never, and I've been writing about this, we are never asked to bypass. Never. You forgive the illusion. Why cry over the illusion? Because we are experiencing an illusion. And if you don't feel what you feel, if you stuff it away, if you push it away, if you do anything other than forgive it, then feel it and forgive it, then you just continue the illusion. Recognize, I actually wrote this morning, and it's in the pinned comment. This is directions for me. It might not be directions for anyone else. You want a spiritual path to proceed through life? Forgive, pray, proceed. Meaning forgive what comes up. Whatever it is, forgive. Forgiveness, remember, isn't bestowing. It's recognizing reality, the essence of the Holy Spirit. There's nothing but love. However, as Rimi was talking about, that duality, as Arishanti was talking about, the duality, we are in an illusory world of division, of duality. You're not going to escape it. Not right now. You could awaken. Chances are we're not going to. Not right now. However, as we proceed, we start to dream a happier dream, a happier illusion. Still an illusion, but a happier one. Because we know that this world is not the ultimate world. But as long as we experience it, do what is safe for you. Do what is loving for you. Do something to make this illusion a little easier for other people to navigate through. Love. Be kind. To yourself as well. So, Kat, if someone came to you suffering, broken, crying, would you look them in the eye and say, this world is an illusion, get over it? Quit crying. It's just an illusion. Or would you hold them tenderly? Would you wipe away a tear and whisper in their ear, it's okay. It's okay. I love you. and it's okay. We will get through this together. No one needs an explanation of non-duality when they're suffering, including Cat and Jack, including Eric. Be with your grief. Be with your sorrow. You know the truth. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Deb says, yes, Cat, bearing it doesn't help. Agreed. Agreed. Selena says, Yogi, I dreamed I met my soulmate the other night. I never wanted to wake up. Awesome. Did it give you any sign of when that soulmate might be ambling down the road? You know, if we were to do Buddhist and Sufi dream analysis, they don't look for ultimate meaning in a dream. If you were to journal, they would say, write down as much as you can remember from the dream. Free association. And then start at one sentence. And then free associate with that. And then the next sentence, and the next sentence, and the next sentence. Every dream is a self-exploration and self-explanation. The soulmate in every dream is our true self, manifested in the appearance of another. Sina says, all he did was listen to me talk, and it was the most amazing thing ever. Definitely sounds like a soulmate, and it definitely sounds like your soul asking you to awaken. Sina says, good morning, Willow. Good morning, Willow. I didn't see you come in. Hey, Miss Pepper. I didn't see you come in either. Let's see. Andrew says, pee pee poo poo. This is an excellent point. You know what? I have not stopped to consider that for today, but I will. That might be my mantra when I meditate next. Karen says, hello, hope you're all doing well. Thank you, my friend. Deb says, Sina, that is way cool. Welcome, Willow. Willow, I hope you did get some sleep last night. He's from the Mediterranean, and we met in a castle. It was heaven. Awesome. Miss Flipper says, hello to Selena Desfesio, Suana, Italian. I was going to attempt to pronounce it, but somehow that felt like it would be insulting to every Italian ever, or anyone who speaks Italian. Well, it says, then 10 minutes, and then Rusty's medication. Gotcha. Have a good breakfast, Willa. Hey, MK. MK says, hi there. Soul says, good morning, afternoon, evening, or rest. Soul says, jokes are welcome, Bulgaria not so much. I agree. Mainly because it's, you know, it's just not funny. It's just not funny. Will says, no, didn't sleep, but it's fine. Maybe you can take a nap, get some rest sometime today. Sean says, I'm good, Eric. My neighbor, Lighton, was released from hospital yesterday. I'm glad that he was released and doing better. Just sausages. Can't spell it. I wouldn't be able to spell it either, probably. All right. Where were we? Let me bring up very quickly. We'll be live for maybe 10 minutes. I always say that. We always go longer. Let's bring up chapter 18, Course in Miracles, Passing of the Dream. Here's a question. How do you wake up a child from a dream? You see a child having a bad dream, and you know they're suffering. You know they're scared. Do you grab them by the shoulders and shake them and yell, literally scream in the ear, wake up, it's just a dream, because you want to alleviate their suffering? Or do you gently put your hands on their shoulders, maybe stroke the head and whisper in the ear, it's okay, I love you, it's just a dream, I love you, you're safe, you're at home. So, Kat, how do you want to wake up from the dream? You want to shake yourself and scream inside, it's just an illusion, this isn't real, this hurts, but it's not real? Or do you want to be gentle? Whisper to your heart, it's okay, you hurt, I love you, you're home, you're safe. Just give me a second, guys. I'm looking for something. So I realized this morning that it's actually in the world of relationships, it's in that world of duality that we heal. There's a lot of benefits in being just a yogi in his basement, or just a yogi in his office, or just a yogi on the meditation cushion, or just a yogi doing all kinds of yogi stuff by himself. But it doesn't give me an opportunity to forgive, does it? It's getting out in the muck of it. In the muck of it. That means other people. That we awaken. You are my awakenings. Martin says, Eric, where are you from? First, welcome, my friend. Thank you for coming in. I'm from the United States, East Coast, in the little tiny state of Maryland. It's a beautiful state, though. Hey, Miss Flipper. I don't know if I ever asked you this. Maybe you told me. You ever been to Maryland before? I think you spent time in D.C., right? Sean says he couldn't get off the couch. His legs were swollen. He couldn't go up the couch. It's called an ambulance. Yeah, I remember you sharing that story with us when it happened. Cena says, Yo, Garrick, I stroke my daughter's hair and cuddle her. Exactly. So we realize this world, this life, is an illusion with all kinds of illusory bad deals happening. Suffering, sorrow, starvation, separation. They all began with an S. Do we want to stroke our own hair? Do we want to cuddle that inner child that's suffering? Or do we want to shake him? Wake up. It's just a dream. Don't be silly. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. We're all caught in that dream. So what are we talking of? We're talking about forgiveness. We're talking about awakening. We're talking about illusions. Awakening from the dream. Are you still with this, Cat, or did you leave off for work? If I missed anything, guys, let me know. Willow said, there's enough time to sleep. There's no enough time to sleep. I can't sleep in 30 minutes and it makes me like an hour's. Hey, funny, because I've been talking about Yoga Nidra, and Debs sent me a link to Yoga Nidra. 1 hour of Yoga Nidra is the equivalent of 4 hours of sleep. Even if you practice it for 10 minutes, even a 5-minute dip into Yoga Nidra, and there are 5-minute guided Yoga Nidra scripts. Someone will guide you through it. You just lay down and surrender, and you're guided. so many benefits of Yoga Nidra. Miss Rippa says relationships are amazing teachers. Agreed. Solser says just Yogi in Nature is my favorite. I think just the Yogi in Nature is my favorite too. Thank you, Sissy. Miss Rippa says I lived in Maryland. Yeah, I think you told me that. 63 to 66, 67 to 73. Miss Rippa says, oh, Maryland is East Coast. Yep. Why didn't think Midwest? Oops. Yep, we are right on the ocean's edge. Some people call Maryland the Little America. We got mountains, not great big ones, but still mountains. To the west, we have flat, used to be cropland, now it's just suburbs in the middle. And we have the Chesapeake Bay and then the ocean to the east. I could be in Baltimore City in about 20 minutes. I can be in DC, capital, in about half an hour. I can be Annapolis, capital of the state, where they have the Naval Academy, in about 20 minutes. I could be at the Chesapeake Bay in less than half an hour. Me, the ocean, in about 3 hours. I can be in the mountains in about an hour. I can be in West Virginia in about an hour, and that's only one state away from Tennessee. You never know about connections, how close people might actually be. Just throwing that out there. No apparent reason, of course. Sean said he was in the hospital for 8 days. I'm glad he's out. Kat says, still here. Selena says, Kat, I thought you had left. I thought maybe so too. I know Kat has a busy day. Jamie says, I looked into Yoga Nidra. Apparently I can't fully replace sleep because we need sleep for DNA repair. I agree. We don't use it as a replacement, as an adjunctant to sleep. So when we say that it's the equivalent of 4-hour sleep, doesn't necessarily mean that it replaces sleep. It's another tool in the toolbox. Like I sleep about 6, sometimes 5 hours sleep a night. I could definitely use more. Twice a day meditation really helps quite a bit. Twice a day meditation and Yoga Nidra, excellent. 8 hours of sleep, twice a day meditation, Yoga Nidra, perfect. But sometimes we don't have perfect, sometimes we have what we have, so we make the best of it. If you haven't gotten 8 hours of sleep, or if you need a little bit more or whatever, then you do Yoga Nidra and you get those benefits. Hey, Skits. So, give me 1 second. I do want to read this if I can find it. This is always one of my favorite from A Course in Miracles. I think I've read this well before I even opened up Course in Miracles. Here it is. If you knew who walks beside you on your way, that you have chosen this life, this path, this journey. I should stop interrupting myself. If you knew who walks beside you on the way that you have chosen, fear would be impossible. You do not know because the journey into darkness has been long and cruel, and you have gone deep into it, deep into duality. But if you knew who walked beside you on this path of duality, literally holding you, holding your hand, stroking your hair in the dream and whispering, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You are loved. fear would be impossible. So, Kat, know who walks with you and is always whispering to you, it's okay. If you experience whatever it is that is hurtful, it's okay. Someone's walking with you. If you are unable to fully embrace it right now and you stuff it down even for a little bit, it's okay. You're still loved. If you knew who walks beside you on the way that you have chosen, whatever that might be, whatever teacher that might be, fear would be impossible. Even if you choose to dream, you know it's just a dream. So, funnily enough, the chapter that I read and the section that I read this morning, chapter 18, section 3, light in the dream. Light in the dream. That is your only objective. I'm going to keep saying Cat, but it's forever who needs to hear it, including me. That flicker of light in the dream. Give yourself that. You're not going to suddenly step out of the dream and say, oh, it's all a dream. We're eyeball deep, eyebrow deep, forehead crease deep into the dream. So take those little gentle steps and just know that you're not alone. So as I pinned in the comment, for me, this was directive that I was given this morning. Forgive, pray, proceed. By that, I mean whatever we're confronted with, whatever's going on deep inside of us, or even on the surface of the mind, whatever it seems that someone is putting on our metaphorical doorstep, we forgive. Meaning, I know that this is part of the dream. And I choose to remember the holiness within others, within myself, within the real world. And then pray. And the prayer is always to the Holy Spirit. Just help me. I'm listening. I'm willing to listen. I want to listen. I want to see things differently. So we're asking for vision from the Holy Spirit, not from the ego. And then in that listening, in that prayer is just deep listening. It's not petitioning for something. Then we proceed. And we're proceeding with that which is walking with us at all times. Fear would be impossible if we knew, but hey, if we only get a hint, then we reduce that fear. We reduce it. Dave's Fitness says, hello, MK. Hey, Dave's, how are you? Very quickly. One, are you guys subscribed to Dave? Two, let's see where Dave is. Dave is at 55. So, Dave, we can do some live streaming if you want. You got to activate the live stream option. And to do that, I think all you got to do is try to go live stream. And they will, let's see. Actually, you got some live, right? You do. Your first one. 102 pumps. Well done. Streamed 22 hours ago. Here I'm sitting here saying all this stuff, and Dave's already well ahead of me. Hey, Skits. It's nice to see you, my friend. Bye, Willow. Willow says, all right, Yogi, it's 10:30 a.m. I'm going to have to feed Rusty her medication. I don't think you will still be here. No, I'm going to end the live stream in just a minute. Put on my shoes, head outside. I did not catch a beaver yesterday. Thought I'm ever hopeful. We'll be live. I'll be live later again, Willow. So we'll be here to hang out with you. MK says, bye to Willow. Wishing you and Rusty nothing but the best. It says, MK, it's Australian too. No way. Love that. I always wanted to go to Australia, walk around, go around greeting everyone, saying, good day, mate. You could do that now, Skits. Skits, you can do that every live stream. Every live stream, you can come in and say, "Good day, mates." Although Selena says, "What kind of Australians are you hanging out with?" I think he's hanging out with Paul Hogan. He's hanging out with Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee is the reason why I've only wanted Subaru Outback. The only reason I've ever wanted a Subaru Outback, which I got for a brief, glorious, I guess about, I guess I had it for maybe close to 20 years. I was unable, it needed work done, it wouldn't pass the admissions. And it would have been about $3,000 to get fixed. I did not have $3,000. The car was probably no longer worth $3,000. Sort of wish I got it fixed though. So I no longer have a Subaru Outback. I inherited my father's car, but the executor of the estate was sick and was unable to get it in my name. Hey, Jace. Jace says, "Oh yeah, it happened again." Magical things happen to Jace, and when magic happens, Jace shares the magic. Thank you so much, my friend. So yeah, I couldn't afford to keep my dad's car either. By the time I couldn't make any changes to the insurance or all kinds of stuff. By the time it finally got put in my name, it needed probably $5,000, and it was about 25 years old. But it was my dad's. Not a whole lot has hurt me as badly as being the inability to maintain owning my dad's car. Um, except for a few other things. I just heard the first bird of the morning. They're calling me. That's the dawn chorus. The singing the day into existence. Thank you again, Jace. Skid says, used to watch Steve Oren growing up. Selena, uh, that makes you an expert in Australian. It does. Here's the funny thing. When I have questions about Australia, I go to Skits. I don't go to Selena, who's in Australia, who knows everything about being Australian. I go to Skits. Do you know why? Because he watched what was his TV name? Paul Irwin. What a tragedy, by the way, that he passed away. Oh, well, I can't remember his name. His TV name. MK says, I think he was called Crocodile Dundee. Yep. But just because I caught and butchered invasive crocodiles, well, you did. Amazing meat, and they were harming many endangered birds. It's amazing, MK. Yeah, the crocodile hunter. Thank you. MK's laughing. Redeemer says, working on my GED. Get her done. Get her done. You can do it, my friend. Steve Irwin, the croc hunter. I wonder if he drove a Subaru Outback. Hey, Selena. Selena says, I get a Skits for all my Australian knowledge. I know. Skits is a source of all Australian knowledge. Here's the question, though. I'll let Skits answer, and I want the real answer from Selena. No offense, Skits. I heard that Foster's beer is not a very popular beer in Australia. True? Jason's laughing. MK says it's also been called Indiana Jones and Tarzan. Celia says, Yogi, scroll up. You missed my live stream sport. Flirt. Let's go. Let's see. Miss Flipper. There we go. Selena says, Yogi Eric, your beard and mustache make you look particularly handsome today. What? Thank you. I appreciate hearing that. I have a love-hate relationship with my beard and my mustache. I grow it out and it starts distracting me in the live stream because I'm faced the beard, I'm faced the mustache. It's one of the issues with live streaming, the one-on-one that I have with myself. It's nice to see you, Redeemer. All right, guys, I got to get out. The sun will be coming up. The birds are starting to sing. The beaver is a beavering. No idea what that means, but I bet you that's what they're doing right now. And there might be a fox lurking about. Skid says, Foster is an awful beer. That is anything you need to know. Thank you. Corned Beef Hash says, what's up? Enjoying a glass of maple syrup. Well, awesome. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. What's your favorite color sport? Me? My favorite color hovers between blue and green. I also like brown, by the way. Green this time of year. It's a deep, hypnotizing, amazing green that draws me into its existence. I think some of my most essential non-dual experiences have been being drawn into the green world. It's so intense this time of year, and just getting more so all the way till the end of June or so. But then the contrast of that deep green with the blue sky, man. Everyone's saying hi. I hope you don't get kicked out, Sean. Prayers to you, my friend. All right. Solster says, the beaver is a beaver in Beaverton. Yes. So we're just going to leave it to the beaver to either show himself or not. Cyan is that color? I'm not sure what you mean. Serving says one puzzle, many pieces. He puts it all together, right? Romans 8:28. We know that all things work together for good to them that love God. Thank you, Redeemer. Selena says, if anyone here lives in or near a castle, is Mediterranean, and a good listener, call me. Let's just put that out there. Soulstar says, leave it to Beaver. That's the plan. Miss Ripple says she lives in Rome. Redeemer says, leave her to Beaver. Half hour from Mediterranean Sea. Nice. All right, guys, I got to go. Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Cena says, Yogi, Eric, I'm manifesting. Or as we also like to call it, Sething. Selena, joining in with you. Let's put it out there. I'm going to Seth with you, my friend. Solskjaer says, Agape Omni Love. Love you, my friend. Thanks. Redeemer says, love you, Yogi. Love you too, Redeemer. Thank you so much. Sean says, it's because the fire hazard in the dining room of my sister's old house because of my dad's hoarding. Hoarding is, people joke about it. Can be a severe issue for so many people. Prayers, Sean. Guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna see everyone later today. If you're around, if you want to hang out with me, I don't take any of you for granted. It's a gift when you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you. Thank you, Skits. Everyone smile. This also says, yes, indeed, especially when emotions are involved. I might be doing a bit of hoarding myself. I've been unable to even examine a lot of my dad's stuff, let alone even think about it, getting rid of it. But we'll see. Love you guys. Anna says, good morning, Yogi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Anna. Sorry that we're ending the live stream, my friend. I'm glad you had the opportunity to come in. Thank you, guys.